Leather Rokk here. Welcome to my channel. I had an adventure trying to buy sunblock the other day, and well, might want to learn from my mistakes. Stay tuned. I'll tell you all about it. I am really hot and sweaty here, and you might hear the fan running in the background. I'm going to pull this back so that I can ultimately get some better light here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the fan hitting me. I hope that it doesn't degrade the sound quality of this, but I got a story to tell you, and I want to get comfortable. So here's my sunblock story time. A couple of days ago, I was up on the Atlantic City boardwalk and realizing I had absolutely no sunscreen in my purse at all. And I was really in a hurry, and I didn't have any time to go hunting down a whole bunch of aisles and doing price comparison, whatever. I went and got the highest SPF that I could grab within easy eyesight. And it happened to be this stuff, and it said Coppertone Glow 50. Whoops. So, alright, that was the fan. So I look at things, I didn't see anything saying self-tan or in it, glow fine, looked like it had some kind of glittery whatever. When I opened it up, it looked like normal stuff. I took it home, it had a toll-free number on it. I decided I'm going to go call and get some information on it. So when I got home, I actually had benefit of showing this to other people with much better vision than myself, and they read and they saw that it said shake well before using, and that's something that I didn't do when I took a look at this in the store. So now I'm shaking it up, and I'm going to show you, this is what my hand looks like. You see what a shaken up thing, and this stuff looks like the color of a too dark foundation, okay, which I'm going to show you a comparison of what my normal to me, sunblocks look for, and I don't usually shake these because it doesn't say to. As you can see, and this is also SPF 50. Now, do you see a difference in that? You see that it goes on white, which, okay, since I'm white, it fades into my skin, and the point of this is this would be really a perfect thing for somebody with darker skin on it, but this is honestly way too dark. And I'm thinking, okay, if I put this, I could still use this because I'm not one to waste things I spend money on. How to make this work? I can put this just on my face, the parts of me that I'm going to cover up with the makeup. And I'm going to just put this and not extend it underneath my jawline, just keep it exactly, kind of like I would if I was doing clown makeup or doing kiss makeup or something. But this, I would only put where I would put a foundation over top of it. I would let it sink in. Another thing that I liked about it, as far as the packaging goes, it was a 5-ounce tube, and for price comparison, this Max Block SPF 50 is a 4-ounce tube. There's another one by another company that only it's put up by Neutrogena that only comes in a 3-ounce tube. Okay, and that goes on a little bit more like a gel consistency, so I would think it would be more refreshing for people with oilier skins. But when I'm in a hurry, usually the most important criteria for me is the highest SPF I can find. And I have to think about what's going to be the most useful for me. There is a market for the different colored, like the Dago colored ones, marketed for children, that they're made specifically so that you can tell how much is on, so you know to rub it in, so that you can be generous when you rub it in so you can't see it. That's how you know that you're doing the most good for your skin. That's the purpose of it. And I would think that the people who have a problem with the white casting should think that this is a way to know that it's rubbed in. Yes, I'll admit that I do get some kind of advantage being that I am very pale, and those white suntan and all the sunblock things that I was raised with. Yes, it does help me to, when I see the things like the age spots and the freckles and things, and I see something like this, it does help to reduce the look of those things. And sure, why not? And many people don't wear makeup underneath their sunblock. And if you're supposed to be reapplying sunblock every 2 hours, and think of how few people go and do that. So there is definitely a market for tinted sunblock and things, and that's what this is. But the thing is, this is really, it says glow. When I called the people in the toll-free number, they told me that it was intended for it to make a sun-kissed glow. Now, there's nothing in the packaging here that says anything about that. If there was, I would have read it thinking, well, the kind of glow I want to look like I'm getting is the kind of glow from hanging out on the beach at nighttime with my best friends that are into Twilight and maybe go to gothic clubs and stuff like that. I don't know that I want to be hanging around with too many people that might encourage me to take chances in the daytime and get my skin burned and things. I cannot take that chance, even if I wanted to risk what the chances of people usually take to get that look. You can't really, yes, there are things that give some makeup-y looks to things, but as soon as you hit any kind of ocean or shower or even reapplication of most skin care things, it's going to fade it away anyway. The best thing is to not try to get for any kind of changes in color, because that is skin damage, and we are perpetuating the idea that that is healthy when really that is just taking more of a chance of getting skin cancer, and more people are getting it. Younger and younger ages, it isn't just people old like my dad that had so many cut off, you know. But this, when I talked to the people, they said that they would send me some coupons for other sunblocks in the Coppertone line that do have the things in it that make it more opaque and more white. And I'm guessing titanium dioxide, or what is it? The active ingredients in this are avobenzone 3% homosalate, and I can't see the percentage. And uh, anyway, my vision really isn't great, but I want things that have more, that are more opaque and more white, because let's face it, it feels more, it blends in more with my skin. You know, I have this need. I think that there should be products for people in all colors of the spectrum, and the more titanium dioxide or titanium, or what the hell is it? It's, you guys are probably laughing at me thinking, why can't she remember a basic thing that people tend to look for when you're looking for SPF things, and more, especially more of a physical than a chemical. And certainly anything physical that you can put on yourself that keeps the sun off of you. Many people prefer that. Me, I just want something that gets the job done. Obviously, less things that are toxic that can manifest themselves as health problems. Nobody wants exposure to those things. But that said, each one of us is dealing with a lifetime of exposure to whatever chemicals we got through our various skincare and our makeup. And if anybody did drugs, you know there's a lot of chemicals in that. So all we can try to do now is be healthy and be safe, and really, really, really take our sun protection seriously. So I'll be very glad to see what they send me as far as things in the mail. I don't want to, I have some of this left, and I don't want to waste it. But I will show you how, you know what, I'm going to have to see if I can get up against, I'm trying to get where you can see a light as much as possible, so you can see how dark this is. I'm shaking this up. I'm going to compare this Max Block 50 . We've had thunderstorms on and off today. I went out very early. I saw the couple that has a cat, by the way. And they know that I've been looking for them and everything. And there's some other places I went out this weekend, and I didn't see them, and I thought if there's a chance in my filming, I would do it. Okay, look at what I put on my elbow. This is so dark. This looks like a dark sunblock. No, it doesn't look like a sunblock. This looks like a foundation, and it's going to look like I have a bruise on my elbow. Oh, speaking of elbows, I saw the weirdest thing out my window yesterday. It was so weird that I grabbed my mother and I made her come in my room to take a look. There was a lady that had been hanging outside, and she decided to sit on the hood of somebody's car last night. And she was wearing some kind of a sleeveless shirt that was like a tank top, and I don't remember if it was a bare midriff or whatever. And she was not skinny. And so she's sitting on this trunk, and she's getting really, really, really comfortable. And I don't know what she was doing there. You know, I mind my own business. I'm worried about dealing with my two cats and playing referee with them and stuff. And also thinking about what today's video is going to be. So I don't really worry too much about what's going on outside. But I'm noticing this lady, and it looked like maybe she was not wearing a bra, and it looked like one of her breasts was coming out of her shirt. And I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute. I must be seeing things. And I said, okay, I'm going to grab my mother and make her come in here and have her take a look. And I said, well, please come in here. And I dragged her in here to take a look. And then I realized it was not a breast that I saw. It was an elbow. One of her elbows was out in such a way that it looked very much like a bare bosom sticking out of the armhole of a sleeveless top. And I mean, it's not that my mind is in the gutter, but it just, nothing would shock me. The things I've seen, I've heard people screaming, women screaming at other women and find out that at least one of them was running carrying a wig. I've seen all kinds of things. Most of the things that catch my attention when I hear things outside is when I see people that aren't going fast, when I know that there's something dangerous going on, like there's thunder and lightning outside. I'm thinking, why aren't people hurriedly getting where they're not going to be in danger? And whenever the sun's out and I see people not carrying umbrellas and are very exposing lots of arms and whatever this area of the sun, I always worry about them. I always think, don't you realize how dangerous the sun is? There are people that are not carrying any protection. They're on their way to the beach. And they're just, these people that wait until they're already on the beach and then they make a half-assed view of putting sunblock on. You should put that on before you leave. People just, they don't know what they're doing. And that's why I was so upset when I went and got this, and it ended up being something that had built in, and I looked at it to make sure it didn't have any tan on it. I don't want to look like somebody other than what I am. And sure, glitter's fine. If you put a bunch of silver glitter in it, make it look like a twilight moon tan, I'm all for it. There would be a market for it. But yeah, I will be very happy to see what the coupons are that come in the mail. I have been revisiting some sunblock. They say that sunblock has a 3-year shelf life. So whatever it is, there's this stuff that I got on Wish made from other countries in Asia. This is by a company Disaar Beauty Skincare Sunscreen SPF Max 90. Radical Scavenger Antioxidant UVA UVE Organic. And this, I really love this. And I'm going to finish up using this year. I did very little of any of these. I didn't use it all last year because of the pandemic. I went nowhere, really. So, anything that I did do, I filmed about it. So you know pretty much what I did. But the great thing about the face masks, that does cut down on how much of your skin gets exposed. But now, just when I thought that nobody's really wearing masks, all of a sudden I'm seeing it again. And by the way, I'm finding out that there are whole families that are deciding that they are afraid to get the vaccine or whatever. And it's like, every person that chooses not to do it, I wish they would realize that it impacts so many other people besides just them. And if whole families are choosing not to do it, when they're having variants that are coming, they're going around that are more and more dangerous. And I don't want to get into it with people's bodies and their own personal choices, and people feel that they are informed, and I'm certainly not a medical doctor, and I have no right to tell people what to do. But it's just really sad that more and more people, I'm glad that they're going on social media or they're talking to people and they're letting people know where they stand with respect to getting vaccinated, and they let people know if they are or are not vaccinated. So at least you kind of know who to stay away from. That's a terrible thing to say. And the thing is, I thought that the whole idea of getting vaccinated and carrying around your proof in all those places where you're allowed to be unvaccinated or you're allowed to be unmasked as long as you're fully vaccinated. And I thought the whole idea is if I'm fully vaccinated and I'm unmasked and I'm seeing people and they're unmasked, I like to think that I'm fairly sure that I should be safe because I'm vaccinated. And plus I should be safe because if they were unvaccinated, why would they be unmasked too? Even though there have been a lot of people that have said that they thought that the masks were just face wipers and they feel that as free people they resented being told that they have to do something which they know is useless. And since what they were told to do is useless, and since there's so much conflicting advice on what they were told to do, they have decided to avoid wearing masks all times that are possible. And since now you're relying on this honor system, these people are going to be blending into the general population. And I do believe in personal right to freedom of choice, but on the same token, does anybody complain about getting polio vaccines and smallpox vaccines and rubella and measles and diphtheria? You have to have certain proof of vaccination in order to get accepted into the public schools, don't you? That's something that I was raised with. You had to have these records to get into school. So what's the difference with this? And the whole idea that people are claiming religious exemption. What kind of religion exempts you from protecting other people? Just because you have a religion, your religion shouldn't make it so that you can say, screw other people. My version of the truth means you can disregard the public health. That is a very worrisome thing. That's very dangerous. These religions do this in these churches and they be exempt from paying taxes. And they're spreading dangerous ideas. And that's just, and then a religion, if it's a religion, then it's considered a protected class, and you can't be even civilly critical of that religion without people saying, oh my goodness, you're veering into dangerous territory. It's like, our freedoms are being eroded, you know that. So, okay. Now, what do you think about this sunblock fiasco? Do you have preferences for, if you're white like me, don't you prefer the white cast sunblock? And if you're a black person and you're watching my channel, don't you agree that the white cast is really annoying to you and you would like something that doesn't make you look like somebody put chalk on you? You have a right, your skin care concerns should be heard too. I agree with that. There's just, there should be something that's tinted or not tinted. I think that would just really be in better packaging so that people, and I guess this is older packaging. I don't know if they have an updated ad campaign. I'm not watching a whole lot of things that have certain kind of ads on it anyway. So there's things that I am missing. Even if when we get magazines and stuff, I don't have a whole lot of time to look at them because YouTube is taking a lot of my mind and different issues going on with certain people around me is really taking a lot of my mind. And getting that homeless couple's cat fixed is taking a lot of my mind. And dealing with my own beautiful cats. Oh, and I know you want to see my beautiful cats, don't you? Look who I got. Oh, 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 oh. She's such a good complainer. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this off so you can hear her kitty music. Shh. Hey, hey. Oh. Oh, come on now. Oh, stop that. Oh, come on. Oh, look. Come on. Oops. Mm. Okay. Okay. Boy, she's grouchy. Look who I have. Look who I caught. He was under my bed. Where Tommy boy likes to hide. When he doesn't want to be in the video, he says, I'm gonna go and nobody will see me. Yeah, well, guess what? I saw you. And the world wants to see Tabby Boy, right? Let's see that face. Look at that face. Send home. Hey, world. I know some people that need to get a cat fixed. Send help to the kitty that needs his nanas taken off. So he's nana becoming no, no more kitties from that tomboy. Yeah, they need to get the spay. I mean the neuter. Spays are for the girl kitties like us, and boys like you get the neuter. Yeah, take something off. And this is a kitty I know that boy needs a surgery. You could tell. Yeah, I saw them earlier today. It's raining now. I don't know if you can hear them. Oh, my baby, my tabby boy. See? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. There. Now you've seen both my kitties. Glad you enjoyed my little adventure. If you want to see more, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and make sure you don't miss anything I post. I'd love to take you along for the ride. It's never a dull moment in my world. Stay tuned for more. Bye.